Hey everybody, Alec Tackmann here. This is GoAndPractice Book 2. We're doing pages 29 and 30. So this is the Double Paradiddle as well as the Paradiddlediddle. So these two rudiments I think can be grouped together. They're very similar and also just the naming of them can be confusing. It certainly was for me. Starting off, being able to distinguish the two of them and it kind of becomes a tongue twister talking about them in the context of other rudiments, as I might mess up in this video here. We'll see. So let's just start off with the double paradiddle. So this is, it's a 6-beat or 6-stroke rudiment. It's basically a paradiddle that we've added another right-left to the beginning of. So right, left, right, left, right, right. And then on the repeat, you play the mirror image of that, left, right, left, right, left, left. We're playing back to back. Now this can be played as triplets, triplet, 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 or 8th notes, or 16th notes if you want, more of a straight feel. We'll talk about those a little bit down the page. So let's just start off with number one. Number one is your basic setup. You can run this slow, fast, it doesn't matter. Now if you're starting off, obviously go quite slow and get used to the sticking without any bounce. As you get more advanced, you're going to beef up the speed a little bit. I'll play here in a minute. But you're going to, the last two doubles at the end of it, you want those to fall out as more of like we talked about in the double stroke roll video, like that high gear. It's not as powerful, but it's faster when they fall out as a bounce. So here's number one. Easy enough with just triplets like that. One, one, one. Number two is the same thing, we just put it in the context of single stroke triplets. So as you creep up in the speed, you got to balance those out a little more. Otherwise, it's going to sound super stiff. Now, if we look at 3 onward, this is the double paradiddle as 8th notes and 16th notes. This is where I think it gets to be kind of a cool rudiment. We get some cool rhythms out of this one. You're also going to get some what we call over the bar line phrases. So if you look at number 3, it's 2 double paradiddles, but it takes 2 measures to play it. So the rhythm is going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Now this is cool because you see that passing back and forth of the right and left accent. If you're into drumline, it's a cool visual. On the drum set, it's cool because we can have those accents go to our low tom or our high tom, which would be kind of up here. And move them around the kit that way. So this is a great rudiment for navigating multi-surface percussion because the way that if you play it the first time it starts with the right, the second time with the left, it's easier for you to physically switch directions to which drum you're going to go to for this one. 6, 7, and 8 are the same thing over 16th notes. It's just faster over more bar lines. And then the bottom 3 are just kind of some more different context for you to play around with it. Now the double paradiddle, before we get to the next page, this one, yeah, I think this one almost should have been just called paradiddle. I think that would have helped it, distinguish from the next page, which is the Paradiddlediddle. Okay, so now we jump to page 30 here. Same idea, it's an offshoot of a paradiddle. We are now attaching another double to the back side of it instead of adding 2 singles to the front side of it. So the Paradiddlediddle is now right, left, right, left, left. 6 beats, we've doubled the doubles instead of doubling the singles. Now, this one I think is capable of way more speed, for me at least, because there's more doubles in it. It's essentially a double stroke roll with occasional right-left singles thrown in there. The other thing that's going to change here is that it's always going to start with either the right hand or the left hand, depending on where, which hand you first start off with. So like number 1, and that's just a good, basic starting point. If you're not comfortable playing doubles over triplets, you might want to just go back a step and just do doubles. Skip the paradiddle for now, and just do triplet, 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 triplet. Getting used to feeling that over the span of a triplet. But you're going to slowly get your speed up on this one and really let the double stroke shine in this one, and that's where you're going to get that kind of thing going. And it's always the right hand that's going to be moving around. Or the left hand. I'm not as good at the left hand version of it, but on the drum set, because of its layout, everything's off to the right side. This one can move all around. Another thing about it, of course, from the double paradiddle, it's going to have a different rhythm that gets played. If you split between 2 different sounds. If you're a jazz drummer, let's split up the paradiddle-diddle. Get rid of the left hand. And there's your jazz ride so peg. We're just having the left hand fill in all the holes. The double paradiddle, back to the previous page, if we give that the same treatment, this is actually begins to sound more like an Afro-Cuban 6/8 feel. So they both serve very different purposes in that regard. But anyway, back to page 30. Number 3 gives you the same treatment as the last page. We're going as an over the bar line feel. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. If we go to number 4, same idea. We're just going a little bit longer with it. If you put a paradiddle on the end, you have to flip to the left-handed version. This is what's going to make it kind of tricky. And you're just swap between right-hand lead and left-hand lead. Let's see, what we got? 5 and 6 is more of the same ideas, just stretching over the bar line further. Number 7 is the rudiment over 16th triplets. Depending on your tempo, this is another really handy way to play these without having a single stroke. Like you can just use the double stroke version. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it again. But yeah, these 2 rudiments I think are hugely important. You can use them all over the drum set, and of course, marching style playing as well. Similar, but quite different in their application and execution. So yeah, just spend some time with these 2 pages. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for checking out all the videos and all that thus far, and I'll see you all on the next video.